Well, hello everyone. How are you today? It is Sharon Hankins here from the blog I Restore Stuff, ready to stencil some projects today with you on our live DIY. And let me know where you're tuning in from. If you're watching the replay today, just comment the word replay and you can get a chance to win some prizes for our giveaway in the 24 hours after our live has finished going live. I'm in the middle of painting some canvases here, so I thought while we're waiting for more people to join us, let's get started. I picked these up from a thrift store just this week actually, and let me just show you these, and so those who do join us a little bit later can catch the replay. But these are what they were, is just these old canvases. They came in a set of 3. Just at a thrift store, no one wanted them, so I thought they would make great signs. And so you can see I'm partway through painting over them in this gorgeous olive green called Everett by Fusion Mineral Paint. And so I've painted one, so that's what it looks like, and that's what we're going to create our base with. So often when I go to thrift stores, I'll find, came in literally a box with a set of 3 canvases, and they really kind of looked like no one's ever used them before. So, but they're kind of old looking, and they had, see, look at the little patchiness on the canvas. It just didn't look nice. So I thought I'll just paint over them. Let me just refresh the page over here, and so we can, oh, hello, Cassie, I can see you, Amber's here, Brenda's here. Oh, we've got everyone commenting now. I was just trying to see if I could see comments, but you guys are right here. Thank you for joining me. Hello, Joyce Ann, how are you? Your favorite color, Amber. It's gorgeous, this dark green, isn't it? So I'm going to continue painting this while we chat, but these are literally, like I said, I just picked them up from the thrift store today, and this color is really great coverage. So it is even covering in 1 coat, which is just fabulous. I normally would do 2 coats just to make sure that everything's covered. And yeah, they were cute canvases, but I could see little aging marks even on some of them, even though they'd never been taken out of their box by the looks of it. So see how I'm going sort of from the edge across the edge. We don't want to put our brush on the edge here like that, or you'll cause drips coming over this side. So you go from one edge and then take it all the way to the other edge to get a nice, smooth, even finish on there. It is a gorgeous color. This is called Everett. And I do have an affiliate link for Fusion Mineral Paint if you would like to use that. I would so much appreciate your support. Affiliate links just mean that there's no extra cost to you. They ship it straight to you, but I just get a little commission on any sales that I make through that link. Now, today we are going to be stenciling using the Stencil of the Month Club set. And speaking of... I'm an ambassador for Essential Stencil, so if you use my code I Restore Stuff, you get a free first month on the basic plan and 50% off the first month on the premium plan of our Stencil of the Month Club set. So I'll show you what that is in a minute, although if you're a regular here, you will have seen Amanda and Melissa demonstrate this week. Brenda, this is the color Everett. It's from Fusion Mineral Paint, and so I've got my affiliate link. If you would love that, just let me know in the comments. If you've not, if you haven't saved that somewhere, let me know. Now I've done that color on this, but I think that I'm going to be. Can anyone hear that huge loud truck noise coming out? I've got the front door open because it's a beautiful sunny day today. Even though it's winter, I've let the sun stream in the front door, but it's also letting the loud noises come in too. So I'm going to do this one a slightly different color, but similar tones. And this is a brand new color by Fusion Mineral Paint called Newell. This is just one of their tester pots. And their tester pots are really actually great size for stenciling. And you really don't need a lot of paint for stenciling, as you know. So you just, offload and then... oh, good. Rochelle says, I made another live. That's awesome. Yes. Hi, Rhonda, watching from Ohio. Hi, Melissa. Okay, so this is the color Newell. I think that's how you say it. And these tester size, what I was going to say is they're perfect size for your stencil brushes to fit in, actually. So this is a different color green. Now, this is kind of, like I said, it's all kind of blotchy looking. This is a lighter color, so we'll see how the coverage is for this one. I may need 2 coats on this one. This is the color Nuel, and see how it's sort of similar tones of green. I don't know if you can see that. I might just need to pop that down a little bit more, because I know for some of you, if you're watching on your phone, those comments can cover up half the picture, can't they? So this is a beautiful lighter green shade. It's almost, I would call it a sage green. And so we're covering that up. And this is, if you've just joined me, this is a canvas that I found at a thrift store. And oh wow, this coverage is really good too. We can hardly see, I can't see any of the picture underneath it. But you never know when it dries, sometimes that can show through. But I want to show you some of the other pieces of signs or thrift store finds that I find that I can stencil on. Okay, so I've got a few down here beside me that I found all in the same week. That was this week. And some of them photographs on canvas, others, and you know, some new in box. Others are frame type artwork. So there's all sorts of things that you can find at thrift stores to create new signs on. But our Stencil of the Month Club this month, so this is August Stencil of the Month Club set, and I'll show you it in a minute, but it's fall vibes, some fall decoration, but there's these gorgeous leaves, what do you call that? Like, it's almost like line drawing art, leaves as the add-on, but also if you get the basic plan, I'll show you that as well. It's a smaller version of that is included. So some of you get the basic plan and some get the premium plan, and I'll show you the difference between those two designs. You can always look it up on stencilofthemonthclub.com. Our link is right there in the description of our live, so you can always have a look on the website, and that always shows you what that next month's stencil set is going to be. So this is going to be for August. I do like this colour. Really pretty sage colour. So I'm going off the edges of my canvas here from part way through. I think I am going to need another coat on this, so we can just hit that with the dryer. We'll let this one dry, set aside, and we'll do its second coat in a minute. You can just faintly see, but I think it has covered really well. See if I can grab that and hold it up. There we go. So that's a gorgeous green colour. So no more design on the canvas. See how quick and easy that was to just cover up those images that were on there before. Easy to do for a thrift store finds. Thank you guys so much. And yes, please go ahead and share the live. Let your friends know that we are live today doing a DIY stenciling project and that they too can join the Stencil of the Month Club. And if you stay tuned and join in the conversation, we do have, let me just point this up a bit. We do have prizes at the end of our lives, always, to give away. So here's another example of something I found on the thrift store, at the thrift store this week. Someone said I missed a corner. Thank you for letting me know. Let me see. Here's another example of a set of 3 canvases, and they're just photographed images on 3 different canvases. They're a really cute size, and I just picked that up, unused, never used before. And so that, I was going to just measure the size, but these are perfect little canvases for our little squares. So it's about a 7.5 square. This one is 8, so 8-inch squares, and that will fit your 6x6 minis. So that's a cute idea. The other thing that you can pick up, I will get that corner. Oh, there it is. I do. I've missed a great big corner. Thank you for letting me know. This is another one. This is a frame, and I like the wood on the frame because I can use that frame to stain. This one's got glass, and then it looks like someone's name, maybe. I can't really read it, but anyway, it's got pictures on the front. But the back, here's what I look for when I go to a thrift store. I look for one that has that nice solid wood on the background, because then that's nice and easy to paint. You don't want something that's just like a cardboard or finish or something. But also I like the depth on this frame. So if you look here, you can see it's got nice deep edge, and I thought that you could literally just take the glass out, flip this over, and somehow glue the frame in, take these little hinges or stayers out, remove this hanger, put it on the other side, and then you've got that nice depth to create, say, a farmhouse sign or something like that. So these are examples that you can find at your own thrift stores. And here's another one, a canvas. That's another one of those. Remember I did this the other week, a round one. It's another one of those ones, colouring canvases that you could sit there and do all the colouring in. Well, I look at that and I think, well, that's a great size for one of our large, you know, rectangular stencils, or to make it go this way. And it's got a nice solid wood background. So those are just canvases, and that's, again, never been used, still in its package, but people just, you know, get craft ideas and then they go and give them away to their local charity shop or thrift store. I'm going to get onto it, guys, don't you worry, I haven't forgotten about this part that I missed. Yeah, so you can just find a lot of fun things. Does anyone find that kind of thing at their thrift stores? A lot of you always say, I never find things like that at my thrift stores. But I hope you can, because, like, honestly, people give that stuff away. Okay, so I'm finishing off this that someone, all of you, pretty much all of you pointed out. See, there's things when I do these things upside down and back to front for the camera, it's a bit tricky to see where I'm up to. Well, there's a bit of a gluey bit on there. Oh well, I'll be on the top. Okay, have I got everything now? I think I've got it all. So we'll set that bit aside. And I'm popping my brush in a plastic bag, because then if I want to go and do that second coat on that one, I can do so. All right, let me set that aside to dry. If it's not dried properly by the time we go to stencil it, I'll just hit it with a hairdryer. Too easy. So these are in this nice Everett colour green. So we've got a set of 3. So let's try and make some kind of set of 3. We're looking at the Stencil of the Month Club today. So let's have a look at the basic plan. And if you use my code I Restore Stuff, you get a free month on the basic plan. Tell your friends if they're not in the Stencil of the Month Club. Today, is it today is your last chance? No, one more day. The 20th is the cutoff date. And if you're doing the premium plan, you get 50% off the first month. So what's the difference between the basic plan and the premium plan this month? It's all laid out for you on stencilofthemonthclub.com. And so you can, excuse me, I do have a little bit of a runny nose today. It's all laid out there at the link that they've now attached to the top there. All right. Oh, Amber says, I do. I found some very eclectic pieces of wood or frames to reuse. I know, yes. I found another sign that had some metal on it, and I just removed the metal, and it was this beautiful, nice plank of 3 woods that were all joined together to create a fun barn sign or something. A lot of fun. All right, the basic plan is little, and the premium plan is large. That's the main difference, guys. And the premium plan, you get the option of adding the add-on featured image, which I'll show you that in a minute. And you probably just saw it. So I've taken it all out here, but here is our Stencil of the Month Club for August. Am I right? That's August. So it's July now, but it's for August. So here is the premium plan. It always consists of 3 large 12 by 16 size, so 16 inches by 12 inches stencil sets. And so in that set of stencils, you'll sometimes get large words or sayings or designs, and sometimes you'll get smaller ones that you can join or, you know, use separately. And these would be great for our little mini canvases, see? Great size, perfect size for our mini canvas today. So that's some examples there. I love these leaf drawings. So even if you don't get the add-on, you've got a few of those there. And I love the sayings here. You can read all those. It says, thankful, grateful, and oh so blessed. Let thanks and giving be more than just a season. Amen to that. And autumn shows us how beautiful it is to let things go. There you go. Beautiful inspirational words. I should have put that on the black background. That would be easier to see. The other words we have here on the premium set, so see how nice and large they are. Hello, pumpkin. See, that would be perfect on a canvas, like I was showing you before, the big long canvases. Then we've got thankful, I think, and fall vibes. I think thankful even fits on this size canvas, maybe not just Full Vibes would definitely fit on this, oops, sorry there. Full Vibes would definitely fit on this size canvas. So that's the second 2 of 3. So this is the premium plan. Remember, and you can get 50% off your first month if you use code iRestoreStuff. And this is our next one. Give thanks and eat pie. I love it. I love these fun ones. They're so cute. We go together like pumpkin and pie. I'm so looking forward to pumpkin pie. You know, we don't have Thanksgiving here in Australia because it's an American tradition. And so a lot of people are like, oh, no, you don't have Thanksgiving. No, it's to do with what's the history of Thanksgiving, people. Okay. But yes, but I love it because my husband's American, so I always love to make a pecan pie or a pumpkin pie or something. They are. So these are so cute. So this is the 3 that come in the premium set right there. Look, you can mix and match things. You could use the pie by itself. Pumpkin by itself, all those little designs you can use for other things, mix and match them. That's what I love to do. So if you do get the premium set, you can add on, just let them know you want to add the add-on, and this is the add-on. I love it. So these are beautiful designs that could go at the top of a round, or they could go at the top of a frame, you know, and you can extend them, so you can, you know, put it here and then add it to here and make it go along around a frame. You could frame a whole picture with it. So many different ideas. Let me show you one more idea that I thought of, and I'm not going to do this today because I don't have a drawer set to do it on, because this one is I've got other ideas for and it's not going to go with my plan. But I wanted to show you how these are great for drawer fronts. Okay, perfect size. So if you have a set of bedside drawers or something like that, this is a drawer that I just pulled out of a buffet that I'm working on. So no, sorry to disappoint you. I'm not going to do this today, but I wanted to show you what you can do. So this is the perfect, not the top part. Just imagine adding that to the bottom of a drawer. It fits perfectly on a drawer front. So those are the kind of things that you can use the add-on for. So many wonderful things. You can pull them off one at a time and use individual little parts of the leaf, just tape them off. So there's some ideas that you can use for the add-on. Add them for a drawer front. Also, you could use the embossing paste and make raised stencils with those. That would be really cute as well. So then we've got the basic plan. Now remember, the basic plan is a smaller version with only elements of the premium plan. So not all of the elements that you saw there will be in the basic plan. Basic plan is a little bit cheaper to make it more affordable for those who can't wait to get stencils, but you just can't afford the premium plan right now. We've just added that option. So it comes with 3 little stencils, and these are different ones. So you get a smaller version of that stencil that I just showed you. That's one. And the second one is a smaller version of the Hello Pumpkin and Thankful. See how much smaller it is? So we've got that versus that. Okay, so it's a lot smaller, but very cute for using on these. They will fit perfectly on my signs today. I still haven't quite decided exactly which ones I'm going to use. And then, of course, we've got one of these sayings. So that was one of the elements from the premium plan is this one. We go together like pumpkin and pie. Very cute. And so the difference in size there is this one versus this one. So premium plan, basic plan. So the basic plan only has elements of the larger plan. So I hope that makes sense for everybody. You can see exactly what's in each plan on stencilofthemonthclub.com. If you have friends who want to join, let them know. Tomorrow's the last day to join. 20th is always our cutoff month. We're open. The Stencil of the Month Club is open for 1 week every month, and this is that week. So this is your chance to let your friends know. Use my code iRestoreStuff to get your percentage off. Right. Let's have a look at our canvases, which are drying nicely here, and we may need a second coat on this one, I think, because I can just vaguely see a little bit. It's got some shine on. Still drying. And I do have to make sure I've got them up the right way, because they do have on the back of them these little hangers. So I need to make sure I've got them up the right way before I paint them. So I've done 2 in this darker green, so we could hang them this way. You know, it could hang down like on a wall, like 1, 2, 3, or hang them across. I can't remember, this is my driest one, I think. So let's start with that one. Okay, so let's see, what are we going to use today from, let's see if we can fit anything from our premium plan on these ones. I think this would be cute on something, so we will use maybe this one. Autumn shows us how beautiful it is to let things go. Someone said diagonal. Yeah, you can fit. I thought of that for the thankful. It could still fit diagonal. I don't know if that's what you're talking about. I sometimes catch comments that are that are probably totally unrelated to what I think you're talking about. Thankful just misses the K on the end, but you could literally put them diagonally. Yeah, you could hang them on your wall diagonally, couldn't you? That would look cute as well. So you can do that. So this one has a nice frame about it. So you could use the frame, or you might want to not use the frame. So what I'm going to do is use a another color. Let's use that Newell color. So I'll use this to create that frame. You could even add some. Now I'm mixing a little bit here. You could use. I'm going to use some of the basic plan stencils as well today, but let me just do this one nice, plain and simple. We've got this little fall leaf up here. I want to try and center that. I think this is rather rectangle and my canvas is square. Looking for my measuring tape here. So this is 5.5 by almost 6. So this is slightly rectangle, longer, shorter edge here. So, but I still want to try and make it as centered as I can to my canvas. And I don't have room to actually stick this, so I'm just going to have to hold it and hope for the best. So before I do that, if we're stenciling, we need to, and I'm going to pop this down a little bit more so you can see it a little better. There we go. Now we're on to all the canvases. Okay, so shift these down a little. I've got a piece of cardboard. With our cardboard, that's going to be offloading our stencils. So when you're first stenciling, who's brand new to stenciling here? Oh, thank you, Maggie. You just ordered some Fusion Mineral Paint. Awesome, with using my link. That's amazing. Thank you so much. Who's brand new to stenciling? We want to know who those people are. If you are new joining us today, let us know. And when you're new to stenciling, I always recommend using a piece of cardboard to actually do your stenciling with first. So get a stencil, here's one, and pop it on a piece of cardboard and just practice doing that before you move on to your good signs and things. Okay, so there's an idea for you. Okay, we're going to use this Newell color, and I'm going to be using some brand new stencil brushes today. These are, they've changed the design. No, they haven't changed the design. They've just changed up the quality on our stencil brushes. So these are from a brand new packet I'm opening today. They look the same, but you will notice that they are a more superior quality and denseness, but they still are really nice and soft. I like it. Let me see. Let me see if I can compare it to my other large size. So they are exactly the same size. I can see a slight difference maybe in the height of the two, but that could be because you know that your bristles do wear down over time. So it could be that. Anyway, those brushes, I'll be using these today. If you notice on the back of your brushes, there's a QR code, and that will, if you want to know how to use the brushes, there's a video that goes right to the YouTube, and I will show, that's me on the video, showing you how to use the stencil brushes in really nice close-ups so you can have a better idea of how to use them. Okay, so we're going to be using these new stencil brushes today, brand new. And if you only have one set of brushes, I know a lot of people prefer to have a couple because, and I'm going to use the smallest one, because when the brushes are being used, you don't want to use the same color, so you're using different colors. You need to have a couple of sets on hand sometimes because there's, you don't want to use wet brushes either. So if you're washing something out, you need to wait till it's completely dry before using it. All right. Diana, you are so welcome. I enjoyed doing those videos, so here is the brush. We dabbed it into the paint and we're offloading it on our cardboard before we go on to here. Now I think I've got it all lined up correctly. I might just do the outside of these edges. And I'm just doing a nice little wriggle here. Wriggling and moving it along at the same time. My canvas, oops. The canvas is a bit wobbly right now. Because the canvas isn't a solid background, it's a little bit different than painting on solid wood. But usually I would have something in the background behind it. Making sure that doesn't move. Ideally, it would be great to have something, oops, let me just grab this one. Something underneath the canvas. Oh, I think it's moved. I'm going to lie that one down beside it. So then that goes straight across and it's slightly moved. So let me get that back in place. Everybody take a big breath. Okay, we've got it. And going on with this little bit down here. Oh, these are nice brushes. Yeah, so those brushes, I believe they're back in stock and they have plenty there. Add some in your next order if you do need an extra set of brushes or if you haven't got any at the moment. This size, oh, what size is this saying? Tammy's asking. What did I say? I think it's 5 by, I'll measure that in just a minute. I did measure it just a second ago. Can't even remember. Now I'm thinking I'm going to do the words in a white. So this is from the premium plan. It's a little bit wobbly because there's a little, the picture hanger on the back of it is making it a bit wobbly. Oop. So this is just a lighter colour green, the same colour we did this canvas, over that darker olive colour. And I think I'll do the rest with the white so it really stands out. So there we go, there's a nice, I can give you a peek of that. So you can see that there, lovely. Just a nice subtle background. Now it's moved again. I really wish I had I could tape it, but I can't because it's just off. Okay, so now I'm going to grab another brush. I'll put the lid on that so it doesn't dry out, and make sure you put your brush either in a wet cloth or in a plastic bag, because if I'm going to use that same color again, then my paintbrush doesn't dry out, and I don't want to wash it out because then, like I said before, you've got a wet brush. So sometimes when you get brand new, this goes with any paintbrush, you just check to see if there's any loose bristles. There is none that I can feel. Sometimes, every now and then, no matter what brand brush you use, you'll get a few little loose bristles, but that hasn't happened so far. What colour am I using? Maggie asked, is this colour Newell by Fusion Mineral Paint? That's the same colour as this, on top of Everett, which is this darker green. And then this, I'm going to use Parchment. It's a new off-white colour with Fusion Mineral Paint. Yeah, the colours go great together. Oh, Tammy, that's a great idea. So you found some canvases at Goodwill and did the Essential Stencil angel wings on them for Christmas gifts. Beautiful idea. I love those angel wings. That's a great idea. So if you are going onto the regular Essential Stencil site, you can still use my code I Restore Stuff and get 10% off anything in the Essential Stencil store. Today we're using Stencil of the Month Club set, getting this everywhere, and you can use my code and get save on your stencils that way. Okay, so I'm adding paint to the brush and then offload it again right here. Now this white is sometimes a colour that you might need a couple of coats of, but it's a lot better to do 2 coats of the white rather than 1 coat that's too much on the brush and risk bleeding it underneath. It'll all sort of bleed under the stencil. So just going to do that really gently, and I'm also going to do this line across here. Let me see if that turned out. I'm not sure if I got the line properly. Maybe. There we go. There. Now adding a bit more to my brush. And you can, oh, is it in there? There we go. Yeah, the green Newell is one of Fusion's new colours, and you can find those now at my affiliate link. If you would like that, let me know and I can pop that in the comments for you. And I'm just, and so is Parchment. Parchment is also one of Fusion's brand new colours. They've just come out with, oh, I think it was 7 new colours. I can't remember if it's 7 or 9. I think it's 7. Some dark ones, and then there's this light green, which is a sage colour. I do like these new brushes. They really look all the same, but the quality of the bristles and the denseness of the bristles is what's apparently changed. And so, yeah. All right, so autumn. Now, I've brought some metallics in with me as well, so we might just add a bit of metallic bling to some of our stenciling today. And I feel like that would be nice to do on the leaf. We'll see how we go. So here is the first look. Oh, there we go. That's cute. I do like it. Oh, there we go. A little tiny bristle has just come off, but that's okay. So there's our first one. Isn't that cute? So there's the first one there. And I will just do, I can see, I don't know if you can see that, you can see the underneath canvas design through that. So I'm just going to give that a quick second coat, and then we'll let that dry. Don't forget to pop your brush in either a damp cloth, not too wet, or a plastic bag to not let that dry out. And I'm going to grab that Newell colour before we go on to our second canvas here. And let's see, let me know, are you crafting something while we are stenciling today? I love it that some people are crafting. And let's decide on what else we will put onto our other designs here, with maybe something from the basic set. So if you missed earlier, I went through the difference between the basic set and the premium plan for Stencil of the Month Club, and see if I can catch your comments while I'm painting. So we're just going over a quick second coat. See how when paint dries, it's a completely different color. So when you're choosing paints, this is really important for, you know, if you're painting something of significance, like pieces of furniture, and that's what I do. If you want to dabble in furniture painting, go check out my blog, irestorestuff.com, where I show you how to paint furniture, and it's so fun. You can just upcycle furniture that you've got in your own home, or find things on Marketplace and paint them. But when you're choosing your paint colors, don't always just look at the pot of paint and what the color looks like there, because when it dries, it does go slightly darker. So you can see there, we've got the wet paint, exactly the same color paint I'm using, but as it dries, it does have a darker tone to it. So that's something you've just got to watch, and got a little hair on there. So don't always choose. If you do want to paint furniture, I do suggest, if you're really unsure about the color, buy one of these little tester pots and then go and paint a large board and put it in certain lights. I know some people like to paint their entire kitchen cabinets with the Fusion mineral paint, and so it's a great idea to do a testing and check it out in the light in your kitchen, or the light in wherever the furniture piece is going to be. Yes, don't you worry, we've got the replay as always here after our live goes live, after our live is finished. Just trying to, oh, Teresa, you just got your sunflower transfers. That's awesome. I love it. Okay, so just quickly going over this one, and then we're going to decide on what fall designs we're going to put on these other three. And that way, this could be, and I do have a little shop booth at the Camp Hill Antique Centre, and I like to sell my signs there. So this way, if you do sell signs, you could sell this as a set, or you could sell it as 3 different signs. Some people might just like one of the canvases that you've got. So, hello Kim, how are you? You're having a little dinner. It's so funny. It's like about mid-morning here in Australia on Thursday morning, the 20th. Speaking of the 20th, you've got until the 20th, your time, not my time, to join the Stencil of the Month Club to grab these beautiful stencils. And we're just about finished this second coat here. And that will be ready for stenciling on after we do our second sign. Okay, so popping that in the plastic bag. Always put your lids on. Okay, what are we going to do on this one? All right, lifting this up here. Here's our first one we did. So this is using the premium set, and we've got, I'm just going to let that dry. I've also got the basic set here. So one thing I wanted to try was using, that's completely dry now. The basic plan comes with these 3. So these are miniature versions of different elements from the premium set. So you can either order the basic or the premium. That one sort of just fits, but here's some ideas for you. I like the idea of having this over one side and then adding your leaves to down one side. See how they just fit perfectly over here? Someone was asking the size again before, and now the size of these canvases is actually, these are square, about 7.5, but the actual saying is about 4 inches by about 4 or 5 on that autumn sign. Okay, so going that down one side, imagine that, and then having this without the other floral there, obviously, but having this on the side. Isn't that a cute idea? So that's a great idea. You could do that the other way also. You could do that for anything. You could do that for this and have the pumpkin going down this way, or the thankful, and having it along the top, and then having pumpkin, hello pumpkin, or thankful, like that. So that's some ideas. I thought we would go ahead and put this on both the top and the bottom. I like that idea. They look a little different. I think they've each got different things, elements on them. So again, like I said, you could use both of these elements for the different things. I'm going to use that Nuel colour again. Find my brush that I was using that with. That's this one here. Oh, thank you, Sue. I'm glad you get something out of our ideas here on our lives. That's why we do them, so that we can inspire you to be creative. Now, if you do join the Stencil of the Month Club this week, you will be automatically invited to the Stencil of the Month Club Facebook group. Now, that is an amazing group filled with inspirational ideas. Creative people on there are always posting fun ideas, and I always am amazed at some of the things that they come up with too. So. Yes, Michelle, the brushes, we've got a link there for the brushes, I think, or Essential Stencil can put a link up there, my link there for the brushes. But yeah, I'm just going to turn this on the side so I can hold this with this hand a little easier. And I've offloaded the brush as much as I can. Now this is a lighter green, so this is this colour going on top of the darker green, just for a subtle background on our flowers here. Oh, I did offload, but it feels like sometimes you can feel that you've just got a little bit too much on the brush. So I'm just doing a little bit of pouncing before I do a proper all over rubbing. If you've watched any of my lives for a long time, you'll know we have some very non-technical terms for pouncing, swooshing, swirling, all the things. So yes, the plan is right there at the pinned comments, and you've got all of the price outlines on there, because my memory is not that great at remembering what they all are. So yeah, you can see the difference in price between the basic plan and the premium plan, and also you'll see that you can join for, I think it's like 3 months, 6 months and 12 months, so you can do that, and it sort of gets a bit cheaper obviously if you get the 12-month plan. You save, but you save no matter what if you use my code I Restore Stuff. I've still got some little bits to go here in the center, and I'm nearly done with that. Now we could add our metallic at the end, I think, to all 3 of them. The different little metallic ideas I might have. Oh, that looks so cute. I like the subtleness of that just as a background layer. So let's do that on the other side also. And because they are different designs, I'm going to just do both of them. If you wanted to, you could just repeat and use that same design. They're only slightly different, but I do like that they are different. And so this is a perfect size for these little canvases. If you missed the beginning, I did get this from Thrift Store, this canvas set of canvases actually. Swirling my brush. These are brand new brushes. They do have, I got it. See, like I said, every now and then in brand new brush sets you might get a loose bristle. Okay, this is better. So see, now I can swirl with a little more confidence because I know that I've got just the perfect amount of paint on the brush, and then that makes it a lot quicker. It always comes sort of after I've done one shot at it already. So I'm just starting to run out at the end here. Maybe I'll just get a tiny bit more. Good solid coverage on that. Oh, that's a good tip, Bonnie. I'm just catching some of your comments, so sorry if I missed your comments. I do like to go, after the live, I literally go through and read some of your comments and respond if you've got any questions. So do ask if you've got questions. So my hook at the back is facing this way, but again, you could go like this, you could do it sideways, or you could do it all the way around. So there's our nice subtle leafy background. So that is the color Newell on top of Everett for fusion paint, but you know, you could just get any 2 tones. Imagine that with all sorts of different colors. Let's pop that in the bag. Where is it? This one. And then I usually do wash my stencils off after my live. If I was doing this without going live, I would probably wash them right away. Thankful, I think that's cute right there. Hello Pumpkin is also cute, but I'm going to go with Thankful right across the center there. And we've got some metallic and bling to add to this at the end, but for right now I'm going to use that parchment color again with the words. I'm trying to find the center exactly, and I'm also going to, it's a bit tricky to see, I'm also going to use this parchment color again. So that's this white, and this is the 5/8 inch brush. That you could choose any. I like that we've got a bunch of different sizes so that we can, you know, with larger stencil sizes, you would use a larger stencil brush. So the thicker the words are, you could use a larger brush. With the nice little tiny words, you can use a smaller one. So again, this is one coat, but if you do want a more solid coverage, let it dry and go over that, over the top with a second coat of paint. So that's that for now, and I'm going to come across later with some metallic in various little parts, maybe add it to the leaves. So there you go, we've got Thankful so far, and we've got the Autumn. So there's 2, and then there's this beautiful color. So then with this one, we're going to stencil using the dark green on top. I still haven't decided what I'm going to do with this one. So let's have a look back at our, we could just make this one all leaves, I guess. But first of all, I think I need to hit this with the hairdryer. Grab my plastic bag, little brush, because we'll need that for the words. I'm loving this set too. Who else is loving this set? I love that you can just be really versatile with some of the designs on it. This is the basics, is the smaller version. And then the larger set is with the premium plan. Like I said before, you could use these as individual canvases. And you can use them as a set. Beautiful fall design. Now sometimes if you were doing a set, you could just create, see, I'd imagine this one would go in the center. So you would have these three like this. You could have this one at the top, this one at the bottom, but you could just mix and match. Have a think about how you would do yours. So we've got a few more designs here. Let's have a look. We've got Let Thanksgiving Be More Than Just a Season. That's cute. I like the little whirly wind of leaves around the outside. That's gorgeous. Thankful, grateful, and oh so blessed. So if you wanted to, I would imagine that this one would be cute just with a simple leaf right in the center too. You know, a little leaf design. 1, 2, or 3. Because you've got words here, words there. So we could just go ahead and do that. Let's have a look at our leaves here and maybe use that darker green and make a bit of a leaf design. I like the idea of this one being in the middle. I don't even know what kind of leaves these are, but they're oh so cute. So let's see. The dark green is Everett, and I haven't used a stencil brush on this one yet. So let's go with our third largest, or our second biggest. Yeah, that's how you'd say it. This is the 3/4 inch brush, okay? So again, just checking, make sure we haven't got any loose bristles when you open your brand new pack of stencil packet. And don't forget, you can watch a video with this QR code on the back when you get your stencil. They're on stencils as well too, guys. Lots of great tutorials that you can find if you just scan those QR codes, and you get nice good zoom in close-ups of how to use these products. Oh, round leaves and the pumpkin. That's a good idea. Yes, I'm going to use some metallics in just a minute, Cindy, so stay tuned. I've still got that coming. Yes, the pumpkin would be cute too. So here I go. We're just going to use this color. I didn't double check to see if I'd placed this in the right placement, but I think it's in the center. So this one, let's see if that turns out nice and dark against that. That is cute. Little leaf. See, look how cute that looks. Just simplicity sometimes can just really set things off and make it, you know, cohesive kind of look. So there's just that. You could just do that. Or let's just add another little leaf at the side here. Maybe we'll go over this, and then maybe we'll go over that other one with the metallic at the end. So just something cute and simple right in the center. Doesn't have to be overcomplicated, because I think sometimes we tend to overcomplicate our signs and our stenciling ideas. So let's see how we go with this one. So I will be using some metallics in just a minute. Let's have a look. We've got gold, we've got copper, we've got all sorts of things. So there we go. See, it probably would have been better with just the one, but you know, you can just have one on yours. But now that I've got 2, I need 3. Let's go with this little branch across here. Pop it right about there, maybe. Maybe right there. Just adding that. I love how these colours work together. Oh, yeah. Danielle says you cannot skip the basic set. It's a great set, yeah. And some have asked how they can get both the premium and the basic before, so I believe that you can do that somehow. All right, so I like it. a little fleck of something. It's not even paint. I don't know what that was. Okay, so there we've got that. So there's our little straightforward leaf design right here. But now I want to add a little bling. So we're going to add some metallics onto these pieces. I don't have any white on this yet too, but you know, we don't need the white on everything. You can, you know, so many different ideas, so many different options, isn't there? Okay, so let's have a look at this one now, and we'll add a bit of metallic to that. Don't go anywhere, guys, because at the end of our live we do give away prizes. Now I don't believe, let's see, I don't believe Fusion has this color anymore. You could do copper. This is a deep gold, and I want to use another stencil brush. Maybe I won't use this large one. I'll probably just use one of my older brushes that's a bit smaller, so we can get in the tiny detail. Now I've got to find this stencil. Here it is. Now I want to bring out a leaf in that, and so I could probably just make this a bit of a shadow and go up and across, make it pop a little bit more with a shadow underneath it. I've got a crack in the top of my lid, so I've taped it across the top, and it's kept it nice for a very long time. This is deep gold, but you can use any metallic. You know, you can use the copper, copper is fairly similar. You know, not too much difference between the copper and that deep gold, but that's an old color, so you will not find that one. Okay, great, guys. If you do have questions, let me know in the comments and I will go back and answer them for you. Now I'm going to pop a piece of tape right here because I don't want it to go on that line, and the line is really super close. Same with the other line. I'll just add a little bit of tape there so that I don't paint over the top of it. Okay, and then I can just go bling and add this beautiful deep gold on there. It's very coppery, I feel. Okay, can we see that? There you go. Nice cute little piece of metallic right there at the top. Makes it very autumny. Now let's go with this one. Where are we going to add the metallic on here? I think we will add it in some of these leaves here. Maybe we could just create a bit of a leaf top. Oh, now I've got to find the right one. Okay, because they, like I said, they're different designs, each one of them. Now I'm going to put it exactly on the top, or maybe even slightly off. It probably wouldn't matter too much. And I'm just going to see if there's any left on this brush from when I just did it now. Move this down so you can see it a bit better. And I'm just going to go on the top of the leaves. Okay, so just on the top, creating a bit of fun metallic bling just to the tops of the leaves. And not over all of them. There's still, noted, there's still paint on my brush. See, you really don't need a lot. And this is just to create a bit of a shimmer on the tops of those leaves. I'm trying to decide if I need more paint on my brush now. Yes, I do. But just ever so little. Okay. All right. I like it. Well, I haven't seen it yet, but I like it already. There we go. Oh, I do like that. That's cute. So you can see that metallic there on the top, just on the top of the leaves. So let's go ahead and do that with the bottom ones as well. We may just go over it a little bit heavier. I don't know. It doesn't look very metallic from here. Does it look very metallic from the video? Okay, leaving that really still. Adding my copper. Oh no, it's not copper, it's like a deep gold, but like I said, you can use copper. It's pretty similar. All right, there we go. Just onto the top of the leaves, adding a little bit of bling. And don't go anywhere, guys, because we do have prizes to give away at the end of our live, and we are almost done here with our little bits of metallic. And then I want to go over this one with a little bit of metallic on there. So How's that looking? I like that. It's very fall looking. Do you think? What's your thoughts? Let me know. And then this one, so let's see. I feel like we could add a little bit more metallic to that lower bottom one too. Thank you guys. I love your encouragement. So now we've got this here. Remember, we've got this leaf in the center. It looks like it's now hidden by the others. I want to bring that forward now and pop it out the front and add the metallic over the top. So sometimes when you do use metallics, it is good to have a base color underneath it that really makes it stand out a bit more. So don't forget, this is the Stencil of the Month Club set for August, and it is open right now for one more day. You can use my code IRestoreStuff and get savings on either the basic plan or the premium plan. You can get savings on either of those. All right, dipping that in, keeping it still. Yeah, this is a real nice deep gold. So now this will bring this leaf out to the front of the others, and hopefully we'll still have that look of simplicity as our center canvas set of 3. I'm going to add a bit more on the brush because we want that to look really nice and solid over the top of the other leaves that are now sitting in the background behind this one. So whatever you want to have sitting out the front, remember to do that stencil last. It seems like an obvious thing, but sometimes when you're trying to piece it all together, you're kind of like, didn't do it in the right order. Okay, let's have a look. Ready? Lots of great ideas for fall. Yeah, so that's sort of, we've still got that depth because you can just faintly see that green line around the outside. Oh, it disappears on the camera. It looks good in real life, I promise. So it just looks, I think it's the shine and the light makes it look a lot lighter. You can see how that really adds to the metallic look of that. So let me just line those all up and check out to see if we've got any more questions and comments. And then, oops, now I've got metallic all over my hand. Didn't bring my water jug to dip my brushes into, but I'll go and do that right away as soon as I've finished our live here. But we are going to be looking for prize winners any second now. I just wanted to show you. Let's hold this up. So don't forget, we've got the premium plan, the basic plan, stencilofthemonthclub.com is where you'll find them all. Do not forget to use my code IRestoreStuff to get your 50% off the premium plan, and also the basic plan. You get a, they do look nice sideways as well. Free month with the basic plan. So here's what we did today. So that is just a thrift store canvas hack. Oh, my screen's gone off behind me. But you can find me at IRestoreStuff.com or any of the social media at IRestoreStuff, Instagram, Facebook, all of the places. Let me just read out our winners today. Congratulations, Sue Knowles, Jane Gorham, and Michelle Queen. You're our winners today. Someone needs to tag Michelle because hers didn't quite tag. Please email support@essentialstencil.com and let Essential Stencil know that you're a winner on Sharon's live today. And guys, I really hope that you will grab this beautiful set in whatever plan you would like. And I hope you were inspired by some of these fall ideas for next season. So guys, I will see you next week, same time, Thursday. Oh no, sorry, it's Thursday here in Australia. Wednesday night, 7 p.m. See you then, CST. So see you then. Bye.